family, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because we have another interesting vlog, and I would first want to appreciate each and every one of you who are subscribed to my channel and for the support you've shown me. Oh my goodness, may God bless you all. In case it's your very first time to come across this channel, feel most welcome and kindly join the family subscribing, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon so that anytime I upload a new video you get notified. So let's jump into the video. Right here in Africa, we are experiencing some rains in most of the parts, and I'm in a country called Kenya, which is in East Africa, and right now it's rainy season, so it's so easy to find fish, and this type of fish we call it tilapia. Let me know in the comment box how you call this fish. I want to share with you how to slaughter a fish from step 1 to the last step by step. So as you can see, this is unslaughtered fish, fresh from the river. So you should not hold your fish like that. This is how you should hold your fish when the head is facing downwards like this. Then use a knife, not very sharp knife, so that you don't cut it. Use a knife to rub the scales until you achieve a very smooth layer. The fish is very slippery, and that's why I have put it in this basin so that in case it slides off my hands, it falls inside the basin. Look at this. The scales are so many, and the bigger the fish, the many the scales, and of course you have to choose the type of fish that you want or the size. For me, I prefer this small size because it takes me even a second to remove the scales. So you don't cook the fish with the scales. And I have experienced in some fish points, you find that the fish has some scales that remained, meaning that the person who was cleaning the fish didn't remove the scales, all of them. So for me, since I locally get the fish from the river down the farm, I prefer removing them for myself. But of course, when the river has dried up, I buy fish. The only one, or we are many? Let me know if you've ever experienced this. You go to a fish point, then you find that your fish has some scales, not too many, but some scales. At times they might be many. This means that the scales were not properly removed, or the person who was doing the work was not patient enough. This requires patience, because as you can see, it takes some minutes, not too much time. Of course, being a first timer, you'll take some time, but if you're used to like me, you'll do it very fast. As you clean your fish, don't forget the head. Of course, it has some dirt to remove. Remember, this is a fish that has been in water for the longest time, and of course we have that sticky substance, so you have to take your time and clean even the head. Look at this. Don't leave any scale if you want your fish to be so good, and don't be too hard on the fish to avoid cutting it or even cutting yourself. The video so far, kindly give it a big thumbs up or click the like button, and also tell me what you think about today's video. Is it informative or not? Remember to clean the tail also, because it also has some scales. So in short, you clean it from the head to the tail because the scales are everywhere. And this means you'll need to take your time, do it when you have enough light so that you remove each and every scale. I've noticed that the scales at the tail are very loose. You can even do it with your hand, but because it will take much time, use a knife which is not too sharp, and it will work very perfect for you. Guys, I want you to notice a difference between the first fish and the second one. When you check keenly, you notice that the first fish was a bit smaller, but for the second one is very big. So for the scales, hope you can see they are even splashing on air, meaning they are a bit stuck to the fish. And that's why I was saying, if you don't know how to slaughter the fish, if you are a first timer, try with a smaller fish so that you get used with it. Then you can advance slowly to the bigger one. So for me, I'm used to doing both. Yeah, look at this. And you only know that your fish is good to go when you notice, when you have no scales remaining and the body is very, very slippery. Look at this. Through with the first step, which involved removing the scales, and this the second step, which involves slaughtering the fish. So this how you do. You insert a knife inside this hole. A fish has a hole right here and we call it umbilical cord. So you insert the knife like this, and this time round you need a very sharp knife so that you just cut it once like this. You have to be so careful, or very careful, because the fish has very sharp bones. So I'll go ahead and use my hands to remove everything. I don't know if those are eggs or it's a male fish. Comment down below if you know what's that. For me, I'm just familiar with eating the fish, but whatever is inside, I don't know. I only know we have intestines. That is either it's a male fish or those are some eggs. So make sure you remove everything. And by doing this, I must use your hands so that I scoop everything out. Remember, we have a lot of water here, and that's what I'm going to wash my hands, wash the fish to ensure it's very clean, because of course we need to eat something that is clean. The second fish, we are going to insert the knife inside the umbilical cord and repeat the process till we finish everything. Remember, I have put the first one in a very clean water so that I start washing it. this is how the second fish looks like, very clean from inside. So we are going to head over to the third step, which involves cleaning the fish with very clean water or washing it with very clean water so that it becomes ready for cooking. So let's do this. I hope you've seen it has some work. So if you prefer buying your fish when it's not deep fried, I would recommend you also wash it once you get home. And as you wash, make sure you squeeze the gills to remove that bitter thing that tastes in some fish. So this is how you should do it. Squeeze the gills and remove that excess, not really excess, that dirt. Look at this. All that is dirt from the gills. And most of the people in the fish points, and not even most, just some people in the fish point, they don't clean the gills, and that's where you realize that the gills are very bitter. So if you prefer buying the fish when it's not deep fried, wash it thoroughly before you deep fry it, because of course you need to eat something clean. I've heard so many people saying that they don't love fish because of the smell, especially maybe tilapia, or they don't like fish because when they eat it, they get stomach upset. It's because of the dirt which was not properly cleaned. So for me, I don't think tilapia smells. It's very fresh. It's a very nice fish. And also tell me which fish you love. For me, I love tilapia, and I only eat tilapia. I have never tasted any other type of fish apart from tilapia and daga or omena. I'm then going to change this water until I wash the fish and get very clean water. So you only know that your fish is ready when after washing it, the water remains clean. So let's change this water and I'll show you how the end results are. This is how my fish are looking. I've actually showed you how to remove the scales, how to slaughter it, remove the dirt inside, how to wash it. And guys, I think by now we've come to the end of today's video. I really appreciate your time. If you love the video so far, give it a big thumbs up or a like and tell me what you think about today's video.